Welcome, everybody. My name's Joe Benjamin. Excited to be here today to have a very powerful and interesting conversation with new author Dr. Obed Yeboah. I'm excited about what you are going to experience and hear and learn from today. But before we introduce our special guest on today, I want you to go right ahead, share the broadcast. All right, tell somebody that we are live. This is going to be a live discussion, a live conversation, which I believe is going to open your eyes and you're going to learn new things even on today. So go right ahead, share the broadcast, tell somebody that we are live today. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. For those that don't know, what we do is we love to help and inspire the new generation of kingdom messengers, writers, authors, speakers, people that believe they have a message they want to share with the world. And on this platform, we're going to be bringing to you people that are doing exceptionally great things, writing their books, starting new enterprises, and making a difference in the world. One of the things that we are focusing on doing right now is helping authors to write their book. With our book automation system, we literally help you hold your hand from start to finish in releasing what God has for you. So I am so excited today to introduce and welcome to the screen Dr. Obed. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, sir. You doing right?
Yes, I am doing great.
Great.
Lovely to have you today on this interview, and we are so excited. And congratulations on releasing your new book, Unlocking Your Untapped Abilities.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you very much for the platform and the support and everything you have given to me right from the start to the finish to the publishing of this book to the time that the book is out there and it's on its sale. So it's been a good journey and thank you very much.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you and just so excited to see your journey and see how you really came. But let's just talk about the book and, what inspired you to write about, talents, abilities, and unlocking this. Can you just give us your vision? What's your vision around this book?
It's my vision for writing this book is very simple. In my 32 years on this earth, I have come to the realization that each and every individual on this earth is very important and very dear to God, who is the master of this universe. But
Okay,
most of
okay, okay, okay. Hang on a minute. You've just spoken a mouthful right there. You've just said, let me just make sure I got this right. Each and every individual on
the
the earth is important and is valuable. Is that what you've just said?
yes, yes,
Powerful.
yes, yes. So each and every one of us has something important to give to this world.
Hmm.
But most times, what happens is that many of us relax, relent, and we do not even know where to start from, how to go about some of these things. So sometimes we know that we have this thing, but how do we come out of it? How do we utilize it? How do we make sure that it is manifesting? And that becomes a challenge for so many people. One great man said that the greatest discovery in history is self-discovery.
Hmm.
And many people are unable to discover themselves.
Mhm.
Many people are unable to discover themselves.
So,
So
why do you think many people fail to unveil and discover themselves? What's the problem? I mean, because yourself is yourself, isn't it?
yes, yes. So the biggest problem is that they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. And as a result, they try to, imitate things that they are not supposed to imitate. And at the end of the day, they lose the original self.
Hmm.
So that is the import of this book, trying to help you become the better version of yourself and saying to you that, hey, I am Obed Yeboah. I have been able to do this. What God has given to me, I have been able to do it. So it means that you as an individual, whether you are reading this book, whether you are watching me, wherever you are seeing this video, means that you are also capable of doing something, giving something to the world. Because it is that anybody who passes through this world is very special, and you have something unique that you have to give to the world. So my vision is that each and every one of us should become a better version of him or herself. Like I stated in the introduction, that we should imagine a world where there is no electricity, a world where there is no phone, a world where there is no light. How are we able to live in this world? These are things that people have used what God gave to them. They've used it, and it is manifesting the glory of God on earth. And when you pick it, you see that yes, this is through the true nature of God manifesting itself in humanity.
Humanity.
So people have been able to use whatever the Lord has given to them, and the world now is beautiful. You go to places and you admire all these stuff. Initially, like the Bible says, the earth was desolate, but through the wisdom that God gave to people, and the talents, the gifts, the abilities that God gave to people,
right
now the world is more organized, the world is more shaped, the world is more beautiful for people to admire. And that is all the ingenuity of people.
Awesome.
Through what the master gave to them, they did not relax. They used it, and then
they use their talents.
Yes, they use their talents. So that is the vision.
Good. That's good. That is so good and so real. Now, let me just take your step back. Let me just rewind a little bit and just take a step back. Tell us a little about yourself. Of course, I know you, but I want you maybe to tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, your background, and your career leading up to this point of writing this book.
Yeah. So I am Dr. Obed Yeboah. I am a veterinary surgeon by profession. I've lived most of my life in Ghana, and now I'm in the UK, continuing the journey. It's a process. So we live part in Ghana, and then we are continuing the rest here in the UK. And it's been throughout my life. Part of it, I've been involved in giving my professional career to making sure that I take care of animals, treating animals, speaking to people, encouraging people, keep making sure that they come out of their shell, become the best version of themselves. Yeah, so this is me. And now I have been able to come out with something that God has given to me. And I came out with this wonderful piece or transformative piece called Unlocking Your Untapped Abilities. And through your support, and
so basically
you have played a very instrumental role in making sure that this becomes a reality.
Thank you. And this is what I like. You said for most of your life you were helping and treating animals, right?
Yeah.
You had solutions for animals' problems.
Yes.
But now you are a notch higher. You've got solutions for people.
Yes.
Isn't that amazing? Because I believe this book contains all the solutions for, I think, one of the biggest questions that people have on the earth is, why am I here? Why am I on this earth? And what am I here to do? Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So the thing is, most people, like you said, most people continuously ask, why are they here? And there are people who do not even know the meaning of their existence. There are people who just believe that, okay, let's just live. Let's just live as the day goes by. But then we come again that we have been placed here for a particular assignment. We have been placed there for a particular assignment. So like I used that parable of the talent, and in Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 to 30, where there were 3 servants with their master. and their master was traveling, and the master gave each, and for the Bible says he gave each and every one according to their ability. So as we are here on earth today, over the 8 billion people on earth here today, we have been given each according to our abilities. I have been given mine. You, as you sit here, you have also been given yours. You watching me, listening to me, reading this book, you have been given yours. So each and every one of us have been given something. So it is up to us, for us to connect with the master, to know that this is actually what we are made of. And if we use it, we are going to multiply it. If we use it, we are going to help humanity. If we use it, we are going to help ourselves. We are going to help the people around. So like the parable of the talent, the guy who was given one thought that he was useless. And that is what is happening to most of us. So when we see many people, or some of our people or our friends doing certain things, we might think that, oh, we are not able to do what they are doing, so we are useless.
They're useless.
Yes.
Many people think they're useless.
Yes.
Like good for nothing, right?
Yes. So the master came and he told him that if you were useless, I wouldn't have given you that one that I gave you. I gave each and every one according to what I, the master, have seen. So the one with the 5 felt like, yes, the master has given me something. The one with the 2 felt like the master has given me something. But why the person who had 1 didn't use his? Because he was looking at the other 2, that why have you given them maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and you didn't give me same? But we should understand that we are all different.
We are all different.
Even in our human structure, we are all different. In my human appearance, we are all different. So we should take notice of all these things, and we know that we are unique in our own ways. If we see in us what is in us, the potential in us, and we are ready to go out there and manifest it.
That's
like
good.
His talent, the Lord multiplied, or the master multiplied, and he even took the one who didn't use his, and he gave to those who had already multiplied theirs, that they should add it. So that is what is
powerful.
So each and every one of us is here for a purpose, and we must
fulfill that reason.
Yes,
this is so good, so good. So I'm going to ask you in a moment about a particular aspect that you covered in your book. But I know that there's some people that are joining us, watching right now. Listen, we're talking about Dr. Obed's new book, Unlocking Your Untapped Abilities. Powerful book, powerful read. It's loaded with information, practical advice, practical tools that will help you unlock the goodness that is hidden inside of you. So this book is available on Amazon right now. So go to Amazon or to any some and other platforms online. If you just search it, there'll be some platforms that you find it on. Get your copy today if you're ready to walk in the fullness of your unique talents and God-given abilities. Now, Dr. Obed, you mentioned a little bit in your book about this concept called, in order for somebody to, you say this, in order for somebody to be able to flourish or to do well in it's down to your environment that you create around you. Can you just speak a little bit about that?
So environment is very important in this journey of one, discovering yourself, to maximizing what is in you. Because like we use the seed, for instance, as an example. When the seed, you can give 2 or 3 seeds or many seeds into the soil, but some of the seeds will die in the soil. They will not even germinate to come out. And some of the seeds, even when they come out, they still die. So it means that, yes, you can discover yourself, you can come out, but you can still die, because if you don't have the right environment, if you don't receive the right nutrition, the right support, you can die. And there are some of the seeds that germinate into plants, and then they grow, and at the end of the day, they bear fruits. It means that they have received the right nourishment or the right attention or the right support, the maximum support they need to grow and to bear fruits. So, like individuals like myself, we need environments. So I stated my
Environments, the
book like
power of
the
environments.
environment. Some can be home, some can be workplace, some can be your school, some can be your church. Yes, and even amongst your friends.
Friends, so personal relationships,
Yes,
right?
your personal relationship, your inner circle, and
Right.
even the outer circle. They all have a very bit of influence on what you become and the processes you go through, how you become them. So it is very important that any individual who wants to discover himself, one, should know the environment where he or she is, and two, to know the kind of support that he or she needs in order to flourish. Because
Right.
if I take myself, for instance, as an example, I didn't even know I could even stand in front of people to speak.
Wow. I like
Yes,
that.
yes. It is somebody who saw me, somebody who I didn't know what the person saw, but it's somebody who saw me. And the person started giving me an attention. These are all the supportive arenas or the environment or the areas
Supportive
of that, yes,
relationships.
that we are
Yeah.
talking about. So it is very important that as every individual, when you want to come out of these shells, you need to find the right environment. And like I said, the person discovered me, saw me, okay, you can do this. I was even doubting myself that if I am even cut for it, because I
Right.
knew myself or I know myself, I know what I thought I could do. But then again, this is somebody who has seen me. And so the person started giving me a certain kind of attention, a certain kind of platform, and started, working on me. And these are all the environment, the good
That got
nutrients, the nutrition,
out.
the nourishment that you need as an individual. So I stated in my book that this environment or these nutrients or these things that you need as an individual to support yourself in order to be who you are maybe could be your family, the home where you are coming from,
Yeah.
your parents,
Yeah.
your siblings, your school, your workplace, the church, the organization where you find yourself, your workplace. So these are very important key environment arenas that we must take notice of as
So,
individuals.
so sometimes you even have to change or leave your environment if that environment is not conducive to your growth. I believe that's what Dr. Obed is saying right here. Now, I want to read. An excerpt from your book. See,
Yeah.
we are just celebrating, and I'm congratulating Dr. Obed on his new book, Unlocking Untapped Abilities, available on all platforms. Go get yourself a copy today. All right. We had the distinct honor, Opulent Books had the distinct honor of helping him to get his message out in this way. So let me just read page 116,
Okay.
Dr. Obed, where you talk about fear. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Now you
Mm-hmm.
say this: overcoming fear on my path to authorship. I like to share my personal experience embracing failure as a learning opportunity. When
Yeah.
I first embarked on this book, I was plagued with numerous doubts and questions. How could I effectively communicate my message to the world? Did I
Yeah.
possess the necessary skills to become an author, especially in such an important area of life? Listen, I'm not going to read the rest of the page because I want you to buy the book, okay? If you want to hear the full story,
Yeah.
buy the book. Get yourself a copy. But, doctor, tell me this. How, and this is a common fear that most people experience where it comes to, do I have the skills? Do I have the ability? Who am I? And people have fear, particularly with writing books. So I just want you to just speak right now to encourage maybe somebody that has a book in them and they just wonder who's going to even read my book, right? So speak into that, and how did you overcome that fear?
Interesting question. And I'll begin this by saying that everybody fears something.
Mhm.
There is a bit of fear in everybody. There's a bit of fear in everybody. But the thing is that, like Winston Churchill said, he says, success is not final and failure is not fatal. But the courage to continue, to be consistent with what you are doing is the most important thing. And when I decided to write this book, a lot of things came in my mind. At a point, I thought like, who am I? Who am I? I'm just a young guy, sitting somewhere. What capacity do I have that I can write a book? Like people and going to this subject area where we have fathers in this subject area. People could stand and then talk about this. And when you
well-known
mention,
people as well.
when you mention purpose, people's mind goes to a certain kind of speakers. But this is me, a young guy who has not even written even one full page, coming to write a whole book to make sense to people, to communicate what God has given to me to people. So it was a bit of a challenge. It was a bit of challenge. So I started putting these things together. And at a point, I even lost the initial write-up. And then that is where it sets in again. Okay, so it means that you are not going to even succeed because the thing you started with, you are losing it. Then I put myself together again. Then I came back.
Right.
And I started writing again. That I will not let this fear thing overcome me. I am going to make sure that whatever God has given to me, I will declare it. I will make sure it manifests and go out to the world so that it multiplies. Because it is very important that we always listen to the positive inner voices or inner voice that is
positive inner voice.
Yes.
Something inside, right?
Yes, the inner voice. And if we pay particular attention to this inner voice, it will take us far. Because there are times I want to do it, but it says that you are not fit for it. You are not the right person to do this. Even when you have written this book and it is out, people will still want to find out that, are you sure you are the one who wrote this?
Yeah, so self-doubt will never go away because people will keep questioning you anyway, right?
Yes. So it's once they doubt, it put fear in you. Once they doubt you, it put fear in you. So I said to myself that no, whatever it is, once the Lord has spoken to me that this is it, this is the assignment that I am giving to you. And when you listen also to the voices of positive people, not negative people, positive people
that can tell you can do it.
Yes, it reconcile with what is going on within you. So like what people said, I shared in the book that people, I've heard people talking to me. Yes, you are come for this, you can do this. So it's not just a mere motivation. It coincides with something that is working through you. So if you're able to connect with this positive, stuff around you, you're able to overcome those fears. Like I said initially, that everybody fears something. Even as I sit here, there's something that I'm fearing now that maybe if I start to do, I'm going to fail. But failure is not fatal. But the courage to continuously and consistently pursue what you have thought in your mind is very great, and it will take you far.
That's so good. My goodness, awesome! This is so good, and thank you so much, Dr. Obed, for sharing and for giving all these amazing words of wisdom and advice. And I know that you are going to do very well. You are going to go far, and the world is yet to hear your name and hear your voice. I believe that this book opens more possibilities to you, and I'm so thankful that you obeyed the voice of God to do this, and you went ahead in spite of any challenges that you might have had, the fear and self-doubt, all of those things. Now see, this book is blessing people around the world. I want to encourage everybody that is watching this right now, go right ahead, go to Amazon, get yourself a copy, Unlocking Your Untapped Abilities. Amazing read. Trust me, it's going to change your life. Go and get yourself a copy.
Yeah.
It will change your life. It will open your mind. Now, I want to ask you this now as we, round up this interview. Of
Mhm.
course, we worked together over a few weeks, as we were, your publishing partner. I always consider if we're working with any author, we are partners in the
Yeah.
work that you do when we feel a part. That's why we're really proud. And I know you've got your book launch coming soon. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So very soon, the book launch will come off
Mhm,
on the 2nd of September,
mhm,
2023,
mhm.
in the United Kingdom, and precisely Kingston upon Hall. So all the informations that's unnecessary, or the details necessary for someone to be able to attend, I'll share them on my various platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitter. I'm going to share these various information. But for the meantime, the date is on the 2nd of September
2nd of September.
2023. It's Saturday, and the time is 6:30, 6:30 to 10 p.m. We are going to, demonstrate or showcase this beautiful thing,
Mhm.
this transformative guide
That's
that
good.
the Lord Almighty through me has brought to the world. I'm going to show it to the world. And
That's
we
good.
know that, yes, as we send this book into the world, it is going to transform lives. It is going to give people, hope again. It is going to make sure that anybody who touches this book, yes, will be the best version of himself.
Mhm,
I've spelled out in this book all the various things that you need. So,
mhm.
yes, the launching is coming on
It's
the
done. It's coming
next
on well.
Saturday, the 2nd of September 2023,
That's
in the
good.
United Kingdom, precisely Kingston upon Hall. So
Awesome.
wherever you find yourself, there will be live streams on my various platforms.
So we'll be live streaming as
Yeah,
well. Okay, that's
and
good.
and
Yeah.
I'm officially inviting each and everyone,
Mhm.
those on this platform, anybody who see this video maybe in the next couple of days or months, is also welcome to my lounge. Let us showcase and manifest, and to know that if I've been able to do it, you
You can do
listening,
it as well. That's good.
watching,
I like that.
reading, you can also do it, and probably even do it better than
Mhm,
I have done.
mhm. Awesome. Well, like I said, it was a real honor and a pleasure to work with you. And I want you to just describe to me, Dr. Obed, what was as a first-time author,
Mhm.
what was your initial sense or emotion or reaction that you had when you held your book in your hand for the first time?
So the thing is, at a point, I've been buying books. So at a point when the book came, I ordered and the book came. I thought it's somebody's book. Yes, I thought it was
You
somebody's
couldn't
book.
believe it was your book,
Yes,
right?
yes, I thought it was somebody's book until,
Until you saw your name
yes,
at the
until I
bottom.
saw my name, until I saw that this is the book we were working on. And then I went to Amazon and I could see that the book has been published, and even people were buying. And then I could see reviews of it. So I could like, okay, so finally I've made it to Amazon. This is, one of the world's biggest platform, and I am on it. So it means that the Lord has magnified himself, and everything that he started with me now, as talking to me to write this book, is now a reality.
It's a
And
reality.
so I
It's
was
good.
I was so glad. There was so much joy in my heart. And when I was speaking about the book, anybody who could read emotions could tell that, yes, I'm emotional about it, because
You're emotional, very
yes,
happy, and
yes,
very fulfillment.
yes, yes, because this
Mhm,
is a great feat to achieve,
mhm,
and we know that this is just the beginning of something greater to come.
mhm,
And as you have always supported me through the start of this journey,
mhm.
even when I feel like, backing off, you still came, and
Yes, we
then
still
we
pushed
yes,
you. That's what we
yes, you
do.
still pushed me, and then we are doing this together. So
Yeah.
we are sharing ideas. Can we meet on this platform.
Yes.
Can we talk about it? You send
Yeah.
me messages and
Was
things. So
I was going to ask you, about because I remember when we first got on the phone,
yeah.
and you said, Joe, I've got this idea of writing a book, and I've had it for years now. I've been wanting to write my book, and actually I've put some stuff together, but I just need somebody to help me to just put everything together. And of
Yes.
course, then we got together, did some sessions, and then we started working together. So what has your experience been? What would you say, and would you recommend Opulent Books to somebody else? You've gone through with us from zero, starting from scratch to
Yes.
becoming a published author on Amazon. What would you say to some people that are wondering about us and the work that we do?
Yeah. So if somebody maybe might think that this is just something that we've planned to come and say,
Yeah.
but
No, we
before,
didn't plan nothing.
yeah.
I told Dr.
Yeah.
Obed before the interview that I don't have any questions. Let's just have a conversation.
Yeah. Let it flow.
So
Let it flow. Let it flow. Yeah.
yeah.
So when I got this idea, I started searching on the internet. I started searching on the internet to find out maybe if I could get a publishing firm to help me with this idea so that to make it a reality. And then I started searching. I started going to Google to just check all the search engines and stuff. But then again, any media like publishing house that I encounter or I try to contact, the kind of feedbacks they give me are things that, like, as a first time author, as a first time writer,
It was
it's
difficult.
not, yes, it's not something that encourages me to push further.
Mhm.
Yes, so I kind of back off.
Yeah, because
And
you know what most publishers say? They say to you, if you're a first-time author, they say, send us your manuscript.
yeah,
That's what
yes,
they say. But
yes,
actually, the
yes.
problem is that I don't actually have a manuscript, but I have a book inside me,
Yeah,
right?
I have a book inside me. Yes, I have a book inside me.
Mm.
So when I started searching, then I said, okay, then let me kind of relax for a bit. Let me try to shape the work and see if I can get more. In addition, I can add more flesh to the skeleton that I have. So I started still writing. Then one day I went to Facebook. I was surfing through Facebook, and then I found you. And then he says, I can help you write a book. And I said, wow, this is the man I've been looking for.
Mm.
Then I quickly subscribed to your page. Then I clicked the link that you shared, and then it took me to a place, to a site, and I registered for that first meeting.
The class, yeah.
Yeah, the class. And then we sat, we met a couple of people, and then on that meeting, you displayed the number of people and the number of books you've helped people to write. I was like, wow, I was amazed, because this is it. And to say that, and one thing that struck me is that you showed us a certain kind of write-up where it was on just some papers. Somebody had written them on papers and you were putting them together. And I was like, wow, I have mine on the computer. So I can just say,
Yes.
so if somebody
And I
have
said,
been able to,
send it to me.
yeah. I've written hits on paper, and it's been able to, you are able to put them together to make it work for the person. Then it means that I am more or less
You're
ahead
even
of.
better.
Yeah. So I just said, okay, then I just booked a spot with you. I think on that day, then I sent you a message through email,
And you
and
subscribed. Yeah, you joined the program.
yeah, we started communicating and everything. So I was like, you were even the one trying to push me. So like, hey, this guy is trying to push me out, bring the best out of me. And at the end of the day, what I started, like, just initial write-up and things, was shaping up each and every day that
And
we
you could see your dream coming to life now,
each and
right?
every day that we had a
Mhm.
conversation, or we have a conversation about this kind of book. And then we are going about what kind of thing to add, what not to add, what not to include. And you shape the work to suit the title of the book.
Mm.
Yes. And everything that we or I wanted to put in the book was able to come into the book,
Mm.
and it made sense. It made sense. And it is all through your ingenuity, what you helped me to come and bring to bear, to let people see that this is it.
That's right.
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You could have a story.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Even if you have nothing written down, don't worry. You have something in you. It hasn't always has to be something written on paper or on the laptop or on your phone. Whatever is in you, even the video, we can even transcribe it.
Yes, that's
Whatever
it.
we can
Anything
transcribe
that's
it.
logged
If
in.
it's a voice, whatever it is. So
do you know what I say, Dr. Obed? I see a publisher, a book publisher, like a midwife, you know, so everything is the baby, the information is within you, the author, but we are just there to make sure that everything is coming out in the right direction and it's safe.
Sure. So my journey with you, and even after publishing the book, there are some publishers who just leave you to your fate and you just do whatever you want to do because, and you've supported me. You asked me how the sales are going, how all the activities surrounding it, how we can,
Make it
advertise
better.
the book to different platforms and things. So it's not like at the end of the day, we just publish the book and your work ends there. You've held my hand up to this time, and we are still here. We know that even in the future, there are bigger things to come.
That's good.
And so for me, on any day, I know that my next book, you are still the one going to do it. So
that's good. Thank you.
Book that I'm going to write. So you depart the earth. Once you are here, Opulent Books is what I recommend for myself, and I recommend for everyone who wants to be an author, whether today or in the near future. It is possible. If I have been able to do it, I keep telling you that it is possible.
You can do it.
Yes, we can. And to become a reality, and then you see the book in your hands and you feel it and you know that this is the masterpiece that you have put together.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Obed. So guys, listen, I want you to go to Amazon, get yourself a copy of Unlocking Your Untapped Abilities. And don't forget to leave a review, read the book, leave a review. Those reviews really help other people to form an opinion about the book and to buy the book as well. But we're so excited, and congratulations, Dr. Obed. I can't wait to see your next book. Now, what can we look forward to without giving much away? What's coming down the pipeline?
So there are so many things coming on, and this, like I said, this is one step to many steps. This is one step to many steps, and it is one step at a time. And once this one has come out, people have been able to see what is in it. We know that we are not sleeping on it. But there are a lot of things that the Lord has given to us, and we must communicate, we must talk about it, and people must know. So expect more of what you are seeing now.
That's
expect
good.
More of what you are seeing now. The books.
More books.
We just started.
More books. I think you're going to do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books.
Yes. We just started. We just started the journey. So wherever you are, if you think that you cannot be an author, you can be.
Yes.
Just join the train and let's move together.
Yes.
Oh, the Lord has endowed us with something greater than we ever think of. So let us be on the lookout and continue to be the best version of ourselves. So there are many things coming out. Now I have a podcast coming up.
Podcast is coming out as well. That's good.
Yes, and my videos on YouTube too. I share, I read, I share stories from books that I've read. And this is a journey I'm on, trying to encourage reading habits in people, that if you read, if you stop learning, you stop living. If you stop reading, you stop learning. You stop learning, you stop living. So at the end of the day, each and every one of us, continuously, the more you read, the more you engage, your mind with the world's most creative people, with the world's most intelligent people, with the world's most inspirational people. You see? So, for instance, you don't know me, but now you are getting to read my book.
Right.
So you've not met me before, but you get
Mhm.
to know the idea in my
Yeah,
mind.
because your book becomes your voice. It
Yes,
goes out.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. So that is how you can also become. If that is how you see yourself. So if you want to carry your message across, put it in a book and distribute it in the world. The people who have not even had a personal encounter with you will get to know you through your books and the
So
words.
good. So good. Awesome. My goodness. Thank you so much, Dr. Obed, for taking your time to speak to us and share your wisdom. Listen, if you want to connect with Dr. Obed, find him on social media. Just search Dr. Obed Yeboah. It's going to come up, and follow him, follow his work. Last call again. Make sure you grab your copy of Unlocking Your Untapped Abilities. Thank you
Right.
so much. He's raising his book as well.
Yes.
Get your copy today. Read it, grow, and move into everything that God has for you. Again, thank you, Dr. Obed, and thank you to all our viewers right now, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Bye.